Less than a week after YouTuber and professional activist Sean Paul Long Island Audit Reyes launched attacks against Melbourne, Florida Mayor Paul Alfrey, the mayor responded to allegations made by the rotund investigative blogger with an extended statement on his Facebook stage. In the statement, Mayor Alfrey reminded Reyes he agreed to follow the City Council's rules for public speaking when he signed up to speak. It clearly stated on the form that speakers are not allowed to cede time to each other, nor are they allowed to direct address the mayor or City Council members. Melbourne Mayor Paul Alfrey posted, quote, "Out-of-town YouTuber was not denied free speech. As many people may be aware from social media, a YouTuber from New York who makes a living by claiming his First Amendment rights were violated is falsely alleging that his free speech was denied here in Melbourne. This is completely untrue. The YouTuber claims he was removed from our City Council meeting for exposing a corrupt mayor. That is misleading rhetoric designed to grab headlines. In fact, our council rules clearly state, do not address the mayor or council member individually. Despite this, when he directed allegations at me personally, I still allowed him to fully speak for his allotted 3 minutes. When his time expired, he attempted to demand that speaking time be transferred from another person, something not permitted under the rules. The card he signed up with clearly outlines this policy. After his 3 minutes concluded, he became disruptive, arguing with law enforcement officers and creating a disturbance for the sake of his YouTube channel. At that point, he was removed so the council could continue city business. Unfortunately, his actions have resulted in hundreds of harassing calls to our police dispatchers, as well as death threats directed at me personally. Some of those threats are attached here. He has also spread misinformation regarding my personal and professional integrity. Specifically, he falsely alleged that I used my late brother's personal credit card. In reality, the card in question is a company business credit card for which I am solely responsible. Any personal charges on that card are covered by me. Unfortunately, the YouTuber is getting his information from the person who brought him here, and in my personal business dispute. She is not being honest with him and has a history of prior false reports, including falsely reporting a truck stolen and abandoning her dog at our Brevard County animal shelter, claiming it was a found stray. I want to be clear, his free speech was not denied, and our meeting rules were followed and enforced fairly. The harassment and death threats from him and his followers are unacceptable and will not be tolerated against me and my family, nor our public safety professionals." Unquote. Mayor Alfrey posted several screenshots of death threats posted by purported followers of Reyes, along with his statement. Reyes was in Florida at the request of Alfrey's sister-in-law, who has been in several disputes with the mayor over the roofing company shared between Alfrey and his deceased brother. According to Reyes, the mayor and one of his purported many mistresses have been physically abusive towards the sister-in-law and her daughter while illegally using a credit card associated with the business. The YouTuber was humiliated last week when the crowd turned on him after decided to expose these accusations at a town hall meeting in Melbourne. Reyes disrupted the meeting and was escorted out of the meeting room by police, then blocked the door and the security line, preventing others from being admitted to the meeting. Reyes was apparently oblivious to the fact that the meeting was previously scheduled to address the issue of renaming a city street after slain right-wing activist Charlie Kirk. dozens of people were scheduled to speak on the issue, as it was extremely divisive in the community. As police escorted him out of the building, Reyes got into a verbal altercation with a representative of Kirk's Turning Point USA organization. Reyes claimed that his freedom of speech was being violated, and instead of defending him, the organization member and her friends reminded him that his outburst was preventing them from expressing their own right to speak. Reyes has promised a lawsuit against the mayor and members of the Melbourne, Florida police force. In more indignity suffered by the Long Island auditor, fellow First Amendment auditor Regan Benson took a swing at Reyes last week on a live stream. Benson reminded her viewers that despite his bravado and his swagger, Reyes nor any other First Amendment auditor in the United States could compare to her accomplishments. According to Benson, due to her lawsuits in Denver, police must now allow citizens the right to record within police facilities. She also was awarded over $130,000 last year in settlements of First Amendment-related lawsuits against the city and county of Denver. Things weren't all bad for Reyes, however, as his Help Me Fight These Unlawful Charges and Injustice Fund won both Sunday and Monday's GoFundMe daily titles. Reyes managed to bring in $15 to the fund to win Sunday, then brought in another $10 on Monday to earn the victory. No other campaigns that we follow received donations for either day.